Okay, so in this video we will see how we can add post, and for that what we will do, we will create our add component inside our source folder. So let's do that. Okay, so inside source folder let's create our component, new component, that will be add component, add post component, I think. Yeah, add post component .js. Don't forget this extension, that's crucial, and it will be a class component. So if I can write properly, right? Yeah. So inside our division, what first thing we need a form, and let's create our form. Remember, it's not a HTML form, it's a JSX form. Okay, so we are using JSX syntax inside our React application. Of course, if you are following me from the beginning, you know that already. Let's create our form, and inside our form let's give it a label. Let's set a title, post title, and label for, and how we write for, we write HTML for, and label for name. Then we will put input, it will be of course self closing, input type, and input ID. Of course the ID will be title and type will be text. So we'll just copy this, paste it here. Oops, paste again. So one we need that is post description. What we have, let's see, in app.js, title, description, link. Yeah, we'll give it an image, link, and this one is ID title, and it's ID desk, and it will be link. Why? Yeah, I'll explain that in a second, but before that just save it. And inside our add post component we will create a state. So first one will be title, and it will be null, of course, comma, description, again null, and link, null, because we will fetch those data from here, and for that we need a function. So for that what we will do, with on change same in this one, on change this one, and let's create a function, handle change. We will use arrow function here. So now what we will do, we will collect all this data and we will put them in our state, and we will use set state for that. I know you already know that, so let's just see how we can write a single line of code to fetch all this data. This dot set state, and E is the event, target dot ID, and we will keep that as an array. We will keep that in a third bracket, and this equal to event dot target dot value, which is coming from here, but I think I'm getting an error, and that's for this equal to, use clone instead, and we are good to go. Now what we have to do, we have to keep this handle change inside our on change. Make sure you are giving this dot handle change. Same here, this dot handle change, this dot handle change. So let me demonstrate what we are doing here. We have a form to add a post, and we are using on change method to take the value, to grab the value, and to put that value inside our state, and that state has title, description, and link. And if you see, this ID has a title, and this ID has a desk, and this ID has a link, and we are using this ID to put those values like these values, and we are using onChange method for that, and we just created our handle change function to do that task. Now what we will do, we will create another function, and that will be for form, and that will on submit. Okay. So let's create handle submit, and again we'll use an arrow function here. And first what we have to do, we have to prevent the default actions, like if someone press enter, we have to prevent the default loading, because we are using React, we don't want to reload our pages. So for that, what we will do, we will prevent our loading, and that will be event, and that prevent default. And it will prevent the default actions. So now let's save it, and we'll see in our console if we are getting those value or not. So for that, console.log and this dot state, let's save this, and inside our app.js we will import our add post component from add post component, and we'll use it here. And inside this add post component, we will add this handle submit function in on submit method, like this dot handle submit, and we'll save this, and then we will add a button here, because we have to submit it as well. Submit. Let's save it, and inside our browser, let's open up our console. And I know it's tough to say, but let's just test it first, and we'll take care of the color later. And if I submit, it's perfectly working. We are getting the state, and we are getting the data, I mean. So right now I know it's hard to see, but I'll zoom this, and I hope you can see this now. And in next video we will see how we can change this color, and we can just make this look more better, like we have to change the color and font. So we'll see that in next video, and till then I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you are liking this, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want also, and I'll see you in next video. Bye.